The era of Slim Shady is coming to a close, and Eminem isn't messing around this time. He's gearing up to drop his new and final album, and it's clear he means business. First, he hit us with the masterclass track Houdini, which smashed streaming records right out of the gate. Now, he's back with an even more creative and captivating song featuring Babytron and Big Sean. With these dope tracks setting the stage, fans are already predicting this album will break even more records left and right. But Eminem isn't just recycling past successes, he's diving into new sounds and styles, pushing his creativity to new heights. It's clear he's not just aiming to go out with a bang, he's setting out to redefine his legacy as one of the greatest rappers of all time. And trust me, he's only just getting warmed up. Ever since the surprise drop of Music to Be Murdered By in 2020, Eminem has been mainly out of the picture, with just little guest appearances here and there. One thing that he has had to sit through all those years is baseless comparisons and disrespect. Although the album commercially did well, it received quite a lot of negative reviews, with people saying that he had fallen off. However, Eminem's slander didn't just start there. It has been on for a while now. The disrespect all began when Eminem released Revival in 2017. The album was received poorly by everyone aside from his, stans. The politically driven album, which featured the likes of Ed Sheeran and Pink, accomplished the opposite of what Eminem intended. Rather than being any sort of resurgence, it actually proved that he was no longer the hungry, young voice of a generation. He came off as a 40-year-old ranting about issues that the culture wasn't vibing with, making him seem out of touch. Well, guess what? Eminem is back, and he's had enough of the nonsense. He is back with what he calls his last trick. In May, he dropped Houdini, the first single off the upcoming album The Death of Slim Shady, and this time it was well received by fans. People were glad he was back and were surprised about how great the song was despite him going out for that long. The track had all the pop culture nods, controversial lyrics, and signature production that makes Eminem, Eminem. And now he's back yet again with a new track called Toby, featuring Babytron and Big Sean. This track does a fantastic job of showcasing Eminem's evolution while reaffirming his legendary status. With Toby, he's basically saying, "I'm back and I'm here to take it all." He also addressed those years of criticism and then rightfully positioned himself in the hip-hop ongoing greatest of all time debate. He claps back at multiple rappers, telling them that it doesn't matter how celebrated their legacies are, they can't rival his own. Moreover, the music on the track brings fans on a nostalgic trip back to the Slim Shady LP. This, combined with the talent he collaborated with, makes the song super catchy and interesting. On Toby, Eminem teams up with Big Sean and Babytron, forming a surprising collaboration considering all of their diverse backgrounds. Although the three artists hail from Detroit, they all represent completely different eras in the city's hip-hop history. Eminem is known for his aggressive wordplay and dark humor. Big Sean's flow is smoother, often blending soulful elements, while Babytron brings a more modern trap-influenced style. As expected, the collaboration was initially met with skepticism, with people wondering how they would all fit. Surprisingly, it actually came out really well. Babytron kicks things off strong with his memorable hook referencing the classic Toby Maguire Spider-Man films, flipping the origin story of those movies and claiming GOAT status. Big Sean follows with a sharp verse that seamlessly complements Eminem's style on the track, creating a cohesive musical effort. In fact, fans were even saying that Big Sean performed so well that the song could have been just his. It's safe to say this is one of the best features we've seen all year. One thing that really added weight to the record was his announcement that the upcoming project could mark the end of his Slim Shady persona and possibly his entire career. Slim Shady's been quite the character since debuting in 1997 with the Slim Shady EP. Eminem's violent and outrageous alter ego has grown and evolved through projects like the Marshall Mathers LP, The Eminem Show, Encore, and more. Fans have grown so accustomed to Slim Shady's antics that it's hard to imagine Eminem without him. If you're enjoying this video, kindly drop a like and subscribe so you don't miss out when more new videos about Eminem and his upcoming album come out. So now let's get back to the video. In the new song, Eminem delivers a tightly written and passionate verse that he is known for. He also uses the opportunity to send both direct and subliminal shots at other rappers. One of them is Melly Mel, who, besides Drake, has faced significant disrespect in hip-hop this year. Things went sour between him and Eminem when he claimed that Eminem's success was mainly due to his race. He also threw shade at Kendrick Lamar, saying no one wants to rap like him. However, despite Mel's attempts to diminish Eminem's legacy and their ongoing back and forth since 2023, Eminem addresses the feud head-on. He initially acknowledges Mel's status as a pioneer in hip-hop who paved the way for artists like himself. Then, he goes on to stand his ground and imply that Mel's attacks won't diminish his own legendary status. He said, quote, "Get this though, and buy a pioneer who was one of the reasons why I'm here. They tell me I should just let it go and slide. Melly Mel shouldn't get no reply. That man is a legend, so am I," end quote. Beyond addressing Mel, Eminem takes aim at other MCs in the debate for greatest of all time, also letting them know through his performance on the track that he is not to be left out of any GOAT debate. But that's not all. In his verse, Eminem also questions why the names of other artists he's collaborated with and often outperformed still rank higher than him on all-time greatest rapper lists. He's likely referring to Billboard's recent Top 50 Rappers of All Time list, where Eminem was placed 5th, with Tupac, Nas, Kendrick, and JayZ ahead of him. Eminem holds Tupac in high regard and has not been afraid to make it known that he is a dedicated fan. He even went as far as to produce a posthumous album for him. So, it couldn't have been Tupac at which he was throwing shade. Eminem's comments seem to be aimed at Nas, Kendrick, and JayZ, with whom he has collaborated extensively throughout his career. But if you take a closer look, it seems like the verse is throwing shade more prominently at JayZ. Why, you ask? Well, let's break it down. This is because if we compare collaborations like Love Game with Kendrick Lamar and EPMD2 with Nas, Eminem arguably delivered stronger verses, but he didn't exactly outshine these guys. However, everyone knows he did just that on his collab with JayZ on Renegade back in 2001. Even Nas on his own diss track Ether in the same year against JayZ acknowledged this. This playful rivalry has been hinted at before this time. Remember when Eminem once boasted about his lyrical prowess when he said that he was having more stories than the Empire State Building? When you consider JayZ's biggest song, Empire State of Mind, it doesn't take a long time to see the connection. Seeing how legends of JayZ keep being told and how much of a great rapper people are now tagging him as, we see Eminem here trying to make us see the reality, suggesting that despite JayZ's growing legacy, Eminem's impact in their past collaboration remains a significant point of comparison, suggesting that he outshined JayZ. However, Eminem's track not only takes a bold jab at JayZ, but also carries a subtle warning embedded in its title and artwork. It references Spider-Man in the iconic Spider-Man meme. If you look closely, you'll see the track's message, Eminem being bit by a goat instead of a spider. It's a playful nod to his GOAT status in hip-hop. Remember Drake and J. Cole's first-person shooter where J. Cole likened their dynamic to the Spider-Man meme? So this is Eminem saying that he is superior, positioning himself above even iconic figures like Spider-Man within the hip-hop culture. In this track, Eminem is strategically targeting some of the most prominent names in hip-hop today, including JayZ, Nas, Kendrick Lamar, and others who are part of ongoing debates about the greatest in the genre. He is asserting himself as the true king of the rap game, aiming to reclaim the respect and status he once held as an all-time great. While of course this is up for debate, Eminem's approach seems focused on solidifying his legacy. It's also important to note that Eminem probably isn't calling out these rappers with any real animosity or trying to start beef in the way Kendrick and Drake did. Instead, it's more of a playful jab, a competitive reminder that he's still here and still one of the best, but with Eminem, you can never be entirely sure how playful it really is. Eminem's competitive nature is just a friendly reminder to rappers like Kendrick, Nas, and JayZ that he's still vying for the hip-hop crown. He's not just boosting his own game, he's raising the bar for everyone. After all, hip-hop thrives on this kind of playful rivalry, pushing artists to deliver their best. And wouldn't it be epic if the next time JayZ hears these lines, he fires back? It's so clearly directed to him over anybody else. It would be great for us, the fans of hip-hop, as a little friendly beef between two legends like this that will greatly benefit us and give us more great moments to remember. So, here's to hoping for some legendary back and forth, because in the end it only benefits us as fans with more incredible music to enjoy. So, What do you think about the 2 singles that Eminem has dropped from his upcoming album? And do you think it will turn out to be a great album? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. When you're done, kindly give us a thumbs up and subscribe so you can be updated when new videos are posted. Thanks for watching and have a great one.